everyone, my name is Masterstarman. Welcome to Saturday at MAGFest, which is day 3. And yeah, I'm just heading down to the atrium right now, not really doing a whole lot else. And yeah, Grant Kirkhope panel is in about an hour. I actually met the guy last night. He was really nice. Have my copy of GoldenEye in my backpack, as well as my friend's copy of Banjo-Tooie, because I didn't expect to run into him last night, but he was a really nice guy, though, when I met him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him again. And, oh, what? Freaking luck. Wow, that was the most beautiful look I've ever seen. Let's see the atrium. Do I recognize anyone? Not really. Well, so much for me having good luck. Pretty near every floor that I stop by had someone stop at those, every floor on the way down. That made no sense, but it was a pain in the ass, to say the least. So, anyways, I am going to be heading to get in line for Grant Kirkhope, I think. I have a feeling this is where the line is here. I'm going to see if any of my friends are in line or whatever. And yeah. Yeah, it seems kind of hard to believe how many people are in line for this. Oh, and it goes down quite a bit, too. Not that many people, though. Only maybe, 40, I think. I'd guess. It's really hard to say how many people are in line for that, but anyways, I might just try and see if I find anybody I recognize. If I'm gonna get in line, I might wait until, no earlier than a half hour beforehand. I don't expect it to be filled up by then, considering that's only 20 minutes away, and how many people are in line then. I would actually be surprised, but yeah, let's just see if I can run into anyone. I don't want to take a picture. So yeah. So the Grant Kirkhope sign thing was really, really good. I got my copy of GoldenEye signed, and I got my friend Morgan's copy of Banjo-Tooie signed. And I met Grant last night, actually. It was just, it was all around really, really good. Yeah, it was good. I also talked to briefly and met Slim Kirby again. And there
was actually a vintage Harrison Aqua running around yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Perhaps go down to the expo hall, maybe see what's down there. It feels weird. I don't have much on the go today, and the next thing I want to go to, well, okay, there's 2 things I want to go to, and realistically, I can only go to one, and those would have to be between the Runaway Guys panel or the ABGN panel, and I'm leaning more towards the Runaway Guys one, but it's not really sure. It's not realistically possible to go to both. In any slight way at all, it's not possible to attend both. So, I'm probably just going to wander, see if I can run into anybody. I was with Sephazon earlier, but I have no idea where he went to. He found Tails' channel and then just sort of took off, because I sort of stayed around in the atrium and saw Grant Kirkhope in the process, so, you know, that was a fun way to just kill 2 solid hours. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah, see you later. So, I almost lost my badge. I didn't. I'm just saying I almost did. I more or less just misplaced it, if anything. I don't know why my watch just went off, but something I didn't really mention, and since there's a mirror here, I might as well show it off. I now have a pink boo. Because, you know, why not? He's cool. And, yeah. Heading back down to the, I guess just the tables, just to see if I can find anybody, honestly. Like, there's not a lot I plan to do right now. So, yeah. I'm just gonna mention that these elevators are like the worst thing you'll ever imagine, because you get in your elevator and there was 3 people, including me, that got on the 11th floor, which is where I'm staying at. That's fine and dandy. The next floor, floor 10, I think there was probably, holy shit, I don't know how many people that got it, like probably 12 more people all jumped in that elevator. And it's just really crazy to think about. Here's panel 2, panels room 2, which is where the Runaway Guys thing is going to be at tonight. I'm going to get in line for that probably around, I think 7 at the earliest. I'm not 100% sure though, but I think around there. I don't know, it's going to be, I'm not sure if I want to get there super early or not, but it would be nice to sit with my usual crew, and I feel like they're going to be helping out Emil's setup, so the earlier I can get in, the earlier I can probably get a good seat for that, and presumably get with my usual crew. Speaking of which, I don't really see anyone around here. Before I went up to eat dinner, I guess, I had Subway for dinner, but yeah, before I went up to eat dinner, I just had some, like, I was sitting with, like, Maryland and a couple others, but, or Maryland and Sephazon, really, but, yeah, both of them have since, like, gone somewhere. I have an idea where they went, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways,
Part 8.
I think that might do it for this clip here. I'm not sure what else I really need to talk about. Yeah. It's not even really that late on Saturday, but yeah. I'm heading back to my room to get some snacks really quickly, and then the Runaway Guys panel is in about 2 hours. I'm not really sure what exactly is going on until then, because I was with Maryland and Sephazon again, and we all just on a whim decided to go back to our rooms and get snacks or whatever, so they decided to do that, and I decided to do the same. We're on separate floors though, so, you know, whatever, it's fine. I'm sure I'll be running into those guys again. You know, last night, one of us mentioned in our group of 5 there, if any of us had Smash on us, which is not the case. None of us had Smash. For Ryu, anyway. Yeah. If we did, though, we probably would have been playing that for a while. Welcome to Sunday, last day of MAGFest, and to be honest, I don't have a whole lot that I really have planned, per se. I'm heading down to the atrium. Oops, okay, good, it's still recording. I thought I just hit the stop record button. I'm heading down to the atrium because I think Slim Kirby is doing a meetup down there, so I might just go see him for a little bit. And then in about half hour, 40 minutes or so, I'm probably going to head down to the Angry Video Game Nerd autograph signing. It sucks I had to miss the panel last night, but the Runaway Guys were doing their thing too. So, what? I didn't... How the F did I hit the up button for that? Oh my god. That's going up. That's not really...
What, the hotel?
Whatever, I guess we'll go in the up one, I suppose. So, I find myself back on the show floor during the final day of the convention. And it's actually busier than I expected it to be. I mean, granted, yeah, I kind of expected it to be, like, busy in the sense that, yeah, it's the final day, and people are going to be, like, looking to get other things, but it's honestly more people than I would have expected.
I love that, Andrew.
I also haven't really run into, like, anybody I generally recognize either, so... Yeah. Closing ceremonies are around 2-ish, so... Yeah. I'm just more or less looking around to see if there's anything interesting. A lot of t-shirt vendors, a lot of plush vendors, a lot of game vendors, a lot of Burlby vendors. Not really too much stuff I'm too interested in, but you never know. It's cool looking at these, though. I'm glad I got to come to MAGFest this year. It's been fun.
Freestyle Pokerap?
Okay,
The College Humor one, where they did like every single generation.
Oh my God.
What? It's literally
Here we
10
go.
minutes.
Holy shit.
That's why I only memorized the first one.
Oh my God.
Someone's gonna have to do
Should I choose a voice?
Well, I mean, you have so many voices.
That's our voice.
Just do a different voice for every, like...
Oh my God. This is gonna devolve. This is supposed to evolve. I'm gonna be
I know,
devolving.
it's alright, it's alright. You know, you'll be in... Evolve back and... Yeah. You'll just go back and forth. Is it that long?
It's really long. It's hell's long. You have 10 minutes of footage?
That's too big.
Oh my God. Well, they're singing it. Okay. I wanna be the best there ever was, to beat all the rest. Yeah, that's my cause. Oh my God, this is gonna suck. Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. You knew that part, but now there's more. With all new games, new Pokemon to explore. Oh God. Gengar, Volibee, Raticate, Toxicroak, Armaldo, Vileplume, Skady, Scythertoad, Combuskin, Snorlax, Milotic, Togepi, Crustle, Go-Go, Luxio, Volbeat, Metang, Herdier, Farfetch, Innisfell, Farfetch, Slowpoke, Solrock, Patel, Minun, Temple, Deerling, Aegislash, Sandslash, Felix, Graveler, Oshawott, Camerupt, Swirlix. Okay, God, this is gonna... Oh my God.
Just go as long as you can, buddy.
Letterbuss, Saucebug, Shella, Scabite, Fungus, Duskull, Gulpin, Vanillite, Espeon, Makuhita, Throw, Mewtwo, Cleffa. Oh my God, I give up. It's so long. Wait. Okay, let's see. As the announcer,
Alright.
how many can I do?
Alright, let's do this.
As the announcer, here we go.
Electrode, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Hero, Pidgey, Seaking, fuck yeah, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree, Gengar, Volibee, Raticate, Toxicroak, Armaldo, Vileplume, Skitty, Seismitoad, Combuskin, Snorlax, Milotic, Togepi, Crustle, Go-Goat, Luxio, Volbeat, Metang, Herdier, Farfetch, you suck. Slowpoke, Solrock, Gothitelle, Minun, Temple, Dealing, Aegislash, Sandslash, Steelix, Rattler, Oshawott, Camerupt, Squirrelix, Latimer, Sawsbuck, Shellos, Gabite, Fungus, Duskull, Gulpin, Vanillite, Espion, Makuhita, Crow, Mewtwo, Cleffa, Larvesta, Moltrace, Pumpkaboo, Kimoga.
It's now suddenly one gigantic vlogception, I think. I don't know if anything's going to be as good as Robert trying to do the Pokerap, but
What's up, Tim?
it was...
Everybody showing up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here actually.
Today's the day where we all cry. I think a lot of people had to check out, which is why everyone just not wearing my mask.
Yeah.
I don't have.
Appreciate all the friends and acquaintances and friend acquaintances that I have,
And it also just makes it really fucking
because
hard to get food.
some people I don't know if we're friends or acquaintances, and then there's people I know are friends, and then I know there's people that are acquaintances.
Yeah. MAGFest has now semi-ended. I should say the con itself is over. But I'm still here, and I'm still going to be here for another night. And by another night, I mean I'm leaving tomorrow, the day after it ends. But, yeah, it's been a heck of a lot of fun. And I really just don't know how to really feel other than amazed by how good this convention really was. But I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat. So, I'll see you guys for that then. MAGFest looks so empty now that it's over. Like, oh, shit ton of cardboard, okay then. Didn't even notice that when I just walked here a few minutes ago. But yeah, there's like no one here. It's only been a couple hours since the last thing, which was the closing ceremonies, and I think there was some League of Legends documentary thing that went on after that as well, but it wasn't anything I was interested in the slightest. Like, this is the merch room here, and there's like nothing there either. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm still here tonight for the entirety of the night. It'll be a nice chance to relax a little bit. I'm just wondering if there's any YouTubers I might know still around. I know I'm hoping to run into Emil, Massey, Devin, and Robert, but it might happen, it might not. It's entirely hard to say. I have a feeling it will, but I'm just not really sure at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of what the process is right now. Just kind of wandering anyway to see if anybody is around, if anything. There's still like nobody here. I mean, last night there was so many people here, but now there's like next to no one here, so. But yeah, I suppose it's not really a terrible thing. I'm gonna try to get some tunes on here. I'm just walking around, listening to some Meatloaf, because, you know, why not? This place really is paradise by the dashboard light. But, yeah, I'm not sure who's around here at all, so it's kind of emotional for a lot of people. I have a feeling it would be more emotional if I could actually run into someone, but yeah. I might take a couple more, send a couple more Snapchats from the atrium here. I also apologize if I'm not looking at the camera very much while doing this either. I'm just trying to focus on walking right now, and it's kind of my focusing the camera on my head or whatever. So, anyways, I think, unless I feel like I might film 1 or 2 more things before I go to sleep or whatever. And I actually have a pretty interesting day tomorrow because I'm going to be spending a lot of tomorrow with my mother, whom I don't usually get a chance to see that often. And I'm going to be in Toronto for quite a bit of the day. And during that day, I also plan to reunite with some old family members whom I probably won't vlog for their faces for obvious reasons, but like, I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to be doing that for a lot of tomorrow, and then on top of that, I'm also going to reunite with my old kitty cats, because I haven't seen them outside of like webcams and stuff since like last July. And literally it was July 1st since I last saw them, so. But, you know, all in all, I can't complain. This weekend's been fun. And nothing else, really. It was my first MAGFest, and I feel like the environment really set up mood for being very, very, very enjoyable. And I can happily say that, you know, after, just checking the time, after watching their videos since, like, specifically, if there's one person I can say that I feel glad to have met, it's gotta be Maryland, because he was someone I used to watch. He was probably my biggest influence as a Let's Player, in all honesty. He was a Let's Player before Let's Playing was really a big thing, and I not only feel glad that I got to meet him, but I hung out with him a fairly large amount. I hung out with him for probably, I'd say, close to 6 hours at this convention. And I'm happy to call him my friend now, after all of this, so yeah, and I hope to see him at some other convention too. I'm not sure. I might try for whatever the Pokemon event is in like late August, if there even still is a Pokemon event in late August. I'm not actually sure. Besides that, you know, yeah, this has just been a really, really good pack, or I almost call this PAX. This is definitely not PAX by any stretch of the imagination. This has been a really good MAGFest. And, yeah. I just want to point something out while I'm thinking about it. There's a Starbucks right here. There's also a Starbucks just right here. Hold on, you need to see this. Zooming in doesn't really help because the quality's really shitty, but hold on, you need to see this. Wait for it. Like, what? What? I can understand this being busy. I get that. This lineup took like quite a while at some days. But there's literally a Starbucks within like, how much would this be? Like 200 feet maybe?
I think I mixed up
like not even that. I don't know, it's 100 feet. This is copywritten music, so I really should stop vlogging, or I might just start talking like really, really, really loud or something. But really, why would they have two Starbucks right next to each other? This is ultimately what my MAGFest has resorted to. It's really, I don't know, it just feels really weird to have this finally be all over. It's only like 9 o'clock, but actually more like 9:30, but I just said my final goodbyes to Emil and Massey, because they were the last people I knew that I was going to get a chance to meet this year. It's been really fun. I mean that in every sincere aspect. It was a really fun MAGFest. It's kind of a shame because I wanted to hang out with Robert and Devin one last time, Sephazon and Maryland, respectively, but actually this thing has like no time left on it anyway. I'll just wrap this up. It was a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody, and I hope to be at the next MAGFest. This has been Masterstarman, and peace out. I can't let it end that way, unfortunately. MAGFest was a really phenomenal weekend, and I mean that in pretty near every sincere way. It was an honest experience of a lifetime, and I definitely want to go back to MAGFest next year. It may be something that might get a little redundant after a little while, but I enjoyed that convention more than I enjoyed PAX. For very different reasons, I enjoyed that, and I really have to attribute it to a number of people who made this weekend really, really amazing. And so, yeah. The first person I want to thank is Maryland, whom, as I said before, was a huge inspiration of mine as a Let's Player, and I'm more than happy to say that it not only was I able to meet you, but it felt like I actually made friends with you, and it was a really kind of surreal feeling to think that after, God, 8 or 9 years, that how much it really came to be and how much it actually happened. So I want to thank you very much for that. The next person I want to thank is Tails Channel, whom was very fun to hang out with, especially, as I said on Twitter, all your dank memes were quite real, and let's be honest, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you. And yeah, those Japanese arcade machines are definitely the reason you came to MAGFest. I want to thank Nintendo Capri Sun and Proton John, whom I've thanked in the past before especially, but I want to thank again. The Runaway Guys panel wouldn't be the same without you guys, and I realize that there's a third member of the Runaway Guys I'm intentionally leaving out for now, but yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out with both of you. I only saw John briefly a couple times, but it was fun chatting up with you on that night. I want to thank Grant Kirkhope, whom was really enjoyable to talk to. I loved your panel. You were a great inspiration to me during many years, and as someone who has a gigantic interest in music, it's very interesting to hear your backstory and how you went from being a guy who more or less just played metal to becoming one of the most legendary video game composers of all time, and my personal favorite video game composer as well. And all in all, it was just a really, really great time meeting you, and I had a great amount of fun hanging out with you as well, and just chatting about stuff. The next person I need to thank is the man of all the bad jokes, Sephazon. In all seriousness, though, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. You were another person I felt like I really got to know, and honestly, I really, really enjoyed hanging out with you on, especially Friday night, but really the entire time, it was just incredible to hang out with you, most of the convention that I was with you. On top of Sephazon in Maryland, I also want to thank Braxton Burks and SmileyDude689 on Twitter, because the five of us more or less hung out on Friday night, and I'm probably not going to forget that night. It was kind of a really in-the-moment feeling. We were all down in the gazebo area of the atrium, and just hanging out and talking about stuff, and the feeling just felt really kind of surreal, like you almost needed to be there for it to feel that. I didn't exactly vlog too much about it, but it was just a moment that I really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed sharing a lot of my YouTube stories and hearing your guys' stories about stuff, and I had a lot of fun that night, and I really have to give credit to all 4 of you, so thank you so much for an amazing night. I want to thank Slim Kirby, who was a person I looked up to a lot on YouTube for many years, and I was really inspired by him, especially back in like 2011 or whatever, when I started watching his videos. And he was a really, really down-to-earth person as well, and I felt like I got another really good chance to talk to him, and we talked for probably a solid hour on Sunday during an impromptu meetup where only one person showed up, and that one person was me. So, in all seriousness, though, it was a lot of fun getting to know you, and I really enjoyed hanging out with you that day. I want to thank the Angry Video Game Nerd and Bad Luck Bootsy for the autograph signing. I learned my lesson from PAX East, and that's show up to an autograph signing early. Granted, there wasn't much I could have done about PAX East if you saw my vlog from last year, but as I explained then, but yeah, it felt really good to finally actually meet him outside of a really, really, really rushed, like, meeting, and it sucks I had to miss your panel, but there was something else going on that night that I wanted to go to instead, and yeah. I want to thank Sephiroth1204, whom I ran into on a Thursday night of the convention. It was just a really great time getting a chance to meet you, and, you know, I've met him, I've met, Christy before, Yoshi Gamer Girl. She was guested in one of my videos in Pokemon Platinum, of all things. That was an eternity ago, but, and, who knows, I might get a chance to meet, the Water Wraith guy pretty soon. I know his name's John, I'm just trying to think of, I couldn't remember his username for the life of me, I just knew it was something Water Wraith related, so, I'm probably gonna get a chance to meet him sometime soon anyway. And there's 2 more mentions I want to give. The first one goes out to Masay and Ella, and I'm sure you can probably guess where this one's going. Masay was the first person I ran into at MAGFest, and one of the last ones I saw, and the last one I really talked to. And I feel like that's kind of a great beginning and end omen. Like, I started off seeing her and I ended seeing her, and it really did kind of make MAGFest a bit more special in its own right, and I don't think my MAGFest would have ended off in any better way than that. And on that final note, I want to end off by thanking Chugga Conroy, because I wouldn't have been at MAGFest if it wasn't for you. And I've met you before, but I really feel like this was the first time I ever really got to meet you, if that makes any sense. I've seen you before, I've talked to you before, but this was the first time I really felt like I got to meet you. And on top of that, I feel like this MAGFest was... I feel like it was almost a really surreal feeling to be at the convention again, and I'm out of words for how amazing this convention really was, and I just want to take all this time to end off right here. There's just a couple more quick photos I'm going to be showing on screen right now, and yeah, it's really... I'm really left speechless with this ending, because MAGFest was possibly one of the greatest things I've ever gone to. And PAX East was phenomenal in 2013, 2015, and I'd say 2014 as well, although there was a lot more personal stuff going on in my life at that time. But I feel like MAGFest probably might take the cake for my favorite convention that I've gone to. It really... It touched me on a more personal level, and I just feel like I'm out of words for it. So, to everyone I saw and everyone I got to know, thank you so much for making this an amazing weekend. And I can't say anything else, really. Enough of my rambling. I've been Masterstarman. Thank you for one phenomenal MAGFest. And to end off with the Metroid theme, see you next mission.